Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. Welcome to the Higher Education Expo 2024 webinar session. With me today are Yang Mulia, Dayangku Dianawati binti Pengiran Haji Patra, and Muhammad Nazreen Hazwan bin Haji Suani from Entrepreneurship Innovation Centre MOE, who will be sharing a topic on entrepreneurship education landscape from early years to higher learning. Without further ado, I invite you to start the presentation.
Thank you, Puan Zafira, for the introduction. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon for those who are tuning in to this live webinar session delivered by us here in EIC, in short for Entrepreneurship Innovation Centre, EIC. So what we're going to talk about is regarding the entrepreneurship education landscape from early years to higher learning. So before we delve into before we delve into the vision and mission and whatnot, so we want to we want to invite the curiosity of how the National Entrepreneurship Agenda started back in 2015. Back then, so how did it go about during the first or the early years of entrepreneurship in higher learning?
All right. Thank you so much, Chibu Nazreen. Before that, let me introduce myself. I'm Chibu Dianawati, Internship Patra, Education Officer in EIC. Now, yes, Chibu Nazreen, back in 2015, the NEA, we call it NEA, is the first entrepreneurship flagship agenda in Brunei initiated by Ministry of Education. It is to realize His Majesty wish, which is to prepare the people of Brunei for economic diversification. So in shifting towards entrepreneurial mindset, the ministry approach is by restructuring the teaching methodology into the curriculum to produce more independent, innovative, creative, and self-reliant society. So the aim is to create and support high growth entrepreneurs. We want them to drive job creation and economic growth in the country in line with Brunei Dar Salam Vision 2035. Therefore, the platform we call Entrepreneurship Village established to carry out programs that support NEA and spearheaded by UBD during that time. In 2015, there's a small group invited to EB, which is a background from primary and secondary, in order for us not just to create the programs for higher institution, but also for core education during that time. So along the progress within like 3 years, we've been conducted entrepreneurship programs. And one is for secondary, we call Brunei Entrepreneurship Education Scheme for the second version.
Bees.
Yes, BEES, we call it in the short form. So during that 3 years, we have the theme, the first year is pitching, right? So where the students, they pitch their product, they create their own prototype. They're amazingly very, very talented. During the second year follow-up, the theme was innovation. We could see that there's an improvement from the student themselves, how they innovate their product. And the third year, those in the second year, they can follow up their products after the innovation, after the improvement, how they sustain their products by doing the commercialization. So within these 3 years, we can see, all right, there's a more opinion that it is the best time for them to start entrepreneurship at the early stage. That's why EIC was established in December 2019. And Alhamdulillah, in 2020, we started EIC, which is Entrepreneurship Innovation Centre.
I see. So that's really the main point is, from what I could gather, is that it's best to start early,
Yes.
for the students, in anything, not just in entrepreneurship. So, if for the audience out there, if you can see the slide, so that's the vision of EIC, to have a quality entrepreneurial and innovative education towards a progressive nation. And as for the mission, for our mission here in EIC is we want to align and synergize all the entrepreneurial initiatives under our ministry to create impactful educational experience so that we could build towards the students' mindset and sustainability. So talking about mindset, so it's actually, I don't know if you agree with me, Chigu and Fudena. So mindset actually works best from an early beginning. So here in EIC, our main scope is actually core education level. So we are under covering the monitoring primary and secondary level. Yeah, actually. And then when you mentioned that during the higher learning days, back when you guys were doing pilot studies in Entrepreneurship Village in UBD, so I slowly understand. So that's why the Ministry of Education slowly adapts EIC as a center or as a department. So for the audience's information as well, I came in like 2 years ago here in this department in the center. So yeah, to the next slide. So what does really EIC do? So our role is actually simply to create awareness of entrepreneurship and innovation education. And also we hope that entrepreneurship and education, ENI for short, it could be applied not just in co-curricular activities, but also within the curriculum. So speaking of the co-curriculum activities. So from that slide, we could see from the primary level. So that's the main competition that we organize, which is Chilik Biz. That's for year four and five. And our main competition as well, besides Chilik Biz, is Big Start. That's for year
Secondary
Yeah.
level, which is a year 9 and year 10.
Year 9 and year 10, yeah, correct. And the third one is actually boot camp. This is in collaboration with Jabatan Pendidikan Khas, which is the Department of Special Education. So there we could see, we could see that on the primary level, we talk about STEAM education and skills. So do you mind explaining, Cibidan Kudena, what's our role in STEAM education and skills, or SES in short?
Alhamdulillah, this STEAM education and skills, we call it in short form SES,
SES,
right? So it's provide schools with flexibility for implementation while maintaining the core principle of active learning or project-based learning,
True.
hands-on activities. This is what we want. And we worked together with curriculum development department and also a STEP center and Jabatan Sekolah-Sekolah in order to embed this SES and specifically entrepreneurship and innovation for under the preview of EIC. So this SES, inshallah, will be implemented, inshallah, sooner. But what we hope that this SES will be carried out for the primary level for year 2 and 3 and for 4 and 5. Yeah. So this is where we want the awareness start. Okay, during the SES periods, where the students have the awareness on E and I, starting from this lower level of primary.
Okay.
So when they're in the secondary level, they will be ready to have this kind of activities, programs that related to entrepreneurship and innovation.
Yeah, that's interesting for SES. So for the primary and secondary level, so we have covered that. And then we also cover the pre-uni and high institutions. So we'll share about this more later during the next slide. And also for the community level, we have a what do you call this, MOU. We have a memorandum of understanding signed between EIC and Livewire actually. So it was signed last year.
June 2023.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then we also have Dar Salam Enterprise. So here you can see a few pictures of our convention, just a recent one. So that was based on 5th Chilik Biz and 10th Big Start Convention. It was conducted end of last year. Yeah. Okay.
So if you see there, very amazing pictures by the students in primary level and also the secondary level. What very unique about these conventions that the students can showcase their products during that time, and they can even pitch to any about not commentator, the customer or any officers who came by to their table.
Yeah.
So you see the communication skills, it's developed in themselves while they were learning about this entrepreneurship and innovation along the throughout the year during the Chile-based and Big Start invitation. So that's what we want actually. They can communicate well, not just between them and their friends, but also with them with other stakeholders.
Yeah.
If you see that they are very young, but they can talk to the adults. That's what we.
If I may, Chividena, it was truly exciting to see these students at core education level, not just in higher education, but also in core education level. It was truly amazing to see these students are able to, to do pitching, to do prototypes from all the themes and, covered by the students. And it's also, that is because of the support from the teachers as well. So if you may see from the next slide. So we have these 5 themes here.
Five themes here. The themes are innovation, edutainment, digitalization, agriculture, and smart experiment. So maybe some of you have seen these themes. Actually, this one we get together with Sheila Brunei, but we just selected which themes that are doable for the Chili Beast and Big Start during that time. So why we use this theme is because we want them to be prepared well, right? During this competition, they know the exposure of what are the themes, so that when they when they go up to higher institution, they will know, they will realize that I've been go through this theme during my primary level. I know this theme during my secondary level. So it is a very good a knowledge for them to know about these themes. So they will get ready with any competition out there by other agencies that relate to entrepreneurship.
Provided that we have given them the early exposure, in the primary years and also in the secondary years. So this was the theme for Chilik Biz. To remind the audience out there, Chilik Biz is our competition, entrepreneurship and innovation competition for primary level, and also for the themes for Big Start, or that's for the secondary level. And then we have these life skills, also the themes covered under the competition of we used to call it project bootcamp. So now we have done it for 3 years in a row. So it is now called bootcamp program cycle number 3. So we have all these life skills. Yeah, Chigudena.
Yes. Throughout the 3 years, Alhamdulillah, the participation from the special education students are amazing.
Yeah.
It's been increasing from cycle 1 until 2 and the 3rd year.
From the first year, it was only
8
schools. Then we have 13 schools, and now
it's 17
7
schools, right? So during that 3 years, these themes or life skills has been increasingly added, which is culinary, all right? Farming, one of the school doing the fish farming, handicraft, services, and retail. So you see that how talented and skills these special education are. So the special education students are. They are very pragmatic and very concentrated when they're doing these products by themselves. Of course, with the guidance of homeroom teachers. Thank you so much for the homeroom teachers for guiding them towards these life skills. So why this boot camp um, with the JP Has, we call them JP Has, and EIC comes in? This is because we want to introduce the ENI, okay, through the program, pre-vocational program, so that these students, once they graduate from this kind of secondary school, they have the knowledge of ENI, and then they can create their own business one day, and even they can create jobs for the others. So that's why it's the best way for us to inculcate this ENI from the primary and secondary level, not just for the normal stream students, but also for the special education students.
Again, it was truly amazing to see these students under pre-vocational programs to be able to, conduct these entrepreneurship and innovation programs and activities organized by EIC. So never had we, expect that they are truly capable, but they actually are. They actually are capable of, doing not just doing the activity of buying and selling, but also they truly have the mindset of, doing entrepreneurship here in their under their pre-vocational program.
So if I may,
Yeah.
Nazreen, if you see that between Chilik Bees, Big Start, and Boot Camp, so Chilik Bees and Big Start, they just conducted the competition up until prototyping,
yeah,
right?
that's true.
Yeah. But for this boot camp, they even go through commercialization.
That's true.
So for us, these three competitions are very helpful for the students, and we want them to continue whatever the project that they have been doing during this competition, and try to be sustain their products, not just being that one product, but improve it or innovate it into a better one.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's why innovation.
that is, yeah, I truly agree with Chigu and Kudiana. And we want to also incorporate the elements of inclusivity here in entrepreneurship. So not just the mainstream students will be able to do, entrepreneurship and innovation activities, but also these students on the pre-vocational program. Moving on, if I may add a bit of, as you may see in the slide, in regards to entrepreneurship in higher learning, although we are covering under the core education, which is the primary and secondary, we also extend our reach towards the higher institutions. So we had number one, what we have been doing is we are still doing internship program. So we have several institutions, local institutions here in Brunei. So be it from UBD, from UTB, from UNISA, and now this year is the first time that we have IBTE along with us. So we are truly, we are truly thankful for these high institutions giving out these internship students to us. So you can see from the slide over there. So we have discussions going on, and then not just that, we have them being the facilitators. And if you can see from the picture from the lower left, they're not just the what do you call, like the site facilitators. They're actually leading this. They're becoming the lead facilitators in our main workshops. So the one in the lower left was during our project with financial literacy.
Oh, yeah.
Lower left, with the curriculum development department. So we covered several schools actually, yeah, across Brunei. And then the bottom right is actually the program under startup lab incubation organized by Polytechnic Brunei. So it's-
Not forgetting as well, internship program, we also offer to private institution, which we have from KIGS students have been interned in EIC.
Sure.
So we would like to invite any other institutions to come here to have an internship program with EIC, because we're not just doing the routine work, but also we try to develop any skills on entrepreneurship
Mhm.
and the mindset as well.
Yep, that is correct. And then we were also invited to become mentors for startup lab incubation, Polytechnic Brunei. So this is something that they organize on an annual basis, and we're humbled and thankful to Polytechnic Brunei for always giving us the opportunities to become involved in their project. And lastly, we also, excuse me, we also had the honor to be invited to become judges for entrepreneurship and innovation competitions, such as BIM IAGA. So that's for higher institutions. And also entrepreneurship projects organized by Faculty of Islamic Finance and Economy, that is under UNISA, excuse me, University Islam Sultan Sharif Ali. So again, EIC, although our main scope is just covering core education, primary and secondary level, but also these are our involvements, and this is our part of our part and parcel of our effort in reaching out to higher learning.
Yes. Just to add on, some of our students back then from the BEAS version
Yep,
to
true.
students, now they are in university level, some of them in the university level. So amazingly that they join some of the incubation right now. So I'm gladly to see the previous faces from
Yeah,
the BEAS
from
competition.
familiar
Yeah,
faces.
familiar faces from the previous competition, that they still want to continue any activities on entrepreneurship to develop their skills, to develop their competencies in
that's
this
true, that's true.
ENI. So yeah, and of course we have our resources available under EIC. We have 30 videos that we have been uploaded in
Exclusively made by
yeah.
EIC.
MOETV. You can get it at MOETV. There's 14 videos for higher institution students. So have a look if you want to see any ENI related subjects or topics. So you can see, and we have our programs that we can customize. If you want to invite us, you're welcome. And Coffee and Channel Chat, it's one of our program or activity, yeah, a very unique activity where we invite some of stakeholders, all right, or any students that's still in a higher institution, or any young entrepreneurs that we want to ask questions relating on ENI. And also EIC activities, back 2 years then, we open up for higher institution as well to join EIC activities through online. And last but not least, our EIC virtual reality has been launched last year, right? During the Teachers' Day celebration. So Alhamdulillah, so this EIC VR is one of the platform where we could reach more students, teachers, and outsiders that can relate to ENI through virtual meeting, virtual or any activities
Inshallah,
during virtual, inshallah.
And then, okay, these are the videos mentioned just now by Dayangku Diana. So you can this is actually exclusively for teachers and students, but it is also open for public. So So you can go to that website and
Yeah.
you can browse through Entrepreneurship Innovation Center. So we have the 16 core education videos, ranging from business plans. We talk about business plans, of course, just the basic ones for the primary level,
Yeah.
and then also for the higher education, the 14 videos. So this covers not just regarding the BMC, the business model canvas, online marketing, but also we also cover the Melayu Islam Raja philosophy. We talk about MIB and also the Maqasid Sharia. Okay. So here, you also may tune in to our YouTube channel, EIC_MOE. So this is the really the official platform, especially when we do coffee and channel chat mentioned just now by Chiyu dan Gudana. So we involve young entrepreneurs, our main stakeholders, and also students actually from higher learning. So we give opportunities for them to talk with us. So as a conclusion, so you may reach us at our website, eic.moe.gov.pn. And also we are a click away or a DM away. We are a DM away on Instagram. So you can follow us now on Instagram uh, at EIC_MOE. So I think that is all. Thank you, Chigu dan Kudiana.
Thank you to you too,
Okay.
Nazreen.
So that wraps up our webinar session for today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. There any questions?
I have a question.
Yes, please. Oh, that's to an Adna.
Now, um, first and foremost, thank you, Chiguran Kidana, Chigunas. It was a really nice storytelling. And I just want to wrap up, if possible, yeah, for the audience out there in the future and wherever you are. First and foremost, I think the original team of Entrepreneurship Village, which is now Entrepreneurship Innovation Centre, EIC, we are very happy to tell everyone that entrepreneurship is actually a career. Everyone can actually look at it as a means of business, buying and selling, becoming an entrepreneur, becoming an innovator. But as what I know from all of my team around the world, entrepreneurship is now a career. So that is why we work so hard in putting entrepreneurship as a platform in the curriculum. And with the help of all the departments and MOE, we have managed to actually put it in under STEAM education and skills. And we're looking forward for the implementation of SES, hopefully within the second term of this year. I'm so much thankful to everyone here because without without the team's effort and abilities to actually convince one another, EIC will only be EIC. But I am very thankful that every single one of you here are actually able to convince each other that EIC is not just in the curriculum, it is in your mindset, in your daily lively culture. So I am confirmed that you guys are more than ready. And to be honest with you, well done. Well done on the good wrap up just now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tuan Adna.
Thank you, Tuan.
So over to our moderator, Puan Zafira.
All right. Thank you, Entrepreneurship Innovation Center, MOE, for this session. We hope this session has been beneficial for our viewers. Thank you for joining us. See you soon in our next webinar session starting at 2:30 p.m.